guys? Welcome back to another Sport Universe Reacts. So, we're going to talk about the Astros cheating scandal thing. So, I guess the final report came out. I'm not sure if it's the final report, what all that stuff means, but everything's starting to happen with the final penalties of the Astros cheating scandal. So, yesterday, AJ Hinch was suspended a year. Jeff Lunho, who's the GM of the Astros, was suspended a year. AJ Hinch is the manager of the Astros. And $5 million fine. 2021, 2022 first and second round picks were revoked. What else? Also in the report, it cited some key players. Not key players is the wrong word. Key people involved. Carlos Beltran was cited and Alex Cora was cited. MLB's not going to discipline any of the players involved, so Carlos Beltran was luckily a player, so he's not going to get disciplined. Alex Cora, unfortunately, was the bench coach. So he's expected to be hit hard, which has led to the Red Sox firing him. It's mutually departed. I don't know how you would, if that's fired or not. I'm pretty sure it is. It's just a nicer way of saying it. But, let me put this back. You see the Sport Universe app? And so, some of the repercussions of it, like I said, Alex Cora was fired. AJ Hinch and Jeff Lunho were fired, leaving the last person to really be involved, the last highly involved player to really be involved is Carlos Beltran. Yesterday I was reading through Twitter and I forgot who, but someone said, so who would be the next Mets manager? And I was like, that's a little far-fetched. They're not going to fire him. But I mean, reading some more of the stuff, how important he was to this, and the fact that Alex Cora just got fired, makes me a little worried. I really don't want them to fire him, but like, in the grand scheme of things, I don't know if I want a cheater to be our manager. I mean, I wrote an article today for the Sport Universe on sportuniverse.com about this whole cheating scandal, and as fans, we should be disappointed in these players/coaches who decided to ruin the integrity of the game that we watch and change how it's played. And if I'm not going to be a hypocrite, I'd say that Carlos Beltran should be fired. I don't want him to be. I think he could be a really good coach for the Mets, but unless some news comes out that maybe he wasn't involved as much as I've been reading that he is, then maybe I'm fine with it. But if I'm going to be that person who cites integrity and honesty, how could I have Carlos Beltran be my manager? So it'll be interesting to see. Brody Van Wyden's had comments about it, that he doesn't see how it's a Mets issue. This was when he was on the Astros. It doesn't matter what happened with the Mets. It doesn't have anything to do with the Mets. But it's hard to say that you're fine having basically a cheater on your team, lead your whole team. In terms of the fairness of the penalties, I kind of did this on my point of view, but I'll get into it a little bit more. I think what so far the baseball has done is totally fair, and I think it's harsh enough. For those that think it's too harsh, wait, hold on, I lost my train of thought. For those that think it's too harsh, yeah, that doesn't really make sense to me. The whole reason that baseball had to go hard against this cheating was the fact that this one case was going to illustrate how baseball is going to deal with certain cases like this and how they're going to tolerate cheating for the rest of, I guess, Rob Manfred's tenure with baseball. If they were too easy on the Astros, other teams may say, okay, these penalties are worth taking if it could help us win a World Series or help us win games. But since they were hard on them, it's going to be less likely that teams are willing to take that risk. And that should make sense to everyone. I think it was the perfect people to penalized. I think getting into players would be a big issue, deciding who gets fined, who gets suspended, the scale as to how that would work would be an issue and probably be a problem with the players' union. And I think that's probably why they're not going to do anything to the players. So I guess I'll sum it up just to make it an easier tidbit for you to consume, as people would like to say. I think it was a fair punishment. It was necessary for the future of baseball. Alex Cora was fired. Makes sense. He was going to get hit hard by suspensions. He might even get a lifetime ban. I think that'd be a little crazy, but it's possible. And Carlos Beltran, that's the one sticking point I have. I really don't want... If I was the GM of the Mets, if I was Brody Van Wagner, if I was the Will Ponds, I'd have to really consider firing Carlos Beltran. You can't have a guy who was involved in such a cheating scandal be at the helm of your team. And I think that could be something to look at coming up in the near future. That's it. Thanks for watching. We passed 200 subscribers yesterday, which was exciting, so thanks for subscribing. If you have any interest writing for us, editing videos, any way you think that you could help us, contact us at thesportuniverse2019@gmail.com. I'll put that down below too, so you can go there. But other than that, thanks for watching. Bye.